What's going on, YouTube family? Jared Weiss back here with another video on the Jared and James channel. If you guys didn't know, that must mean not subscribed. You know what to do. Smash the subscribe button right now. Drop a like, drop a comment at the end of the video. So, if you can't already tell by today's attire,
wear him out.
Man, let me show you how I do this. Professor Live.
I'm going to be showing you guys my 3 favorite and, in my opinion, 3 coolest Professor Streetball player moves. And these are pretty challenging, but I'm going to go from easiest to hardest. And I'm going to talk about why actually doing these moves has actually done wonders as far as leveling up my ball handling ability and taking it to the next level. So let's get things started. So, let's start with a little bit of background. So, like, when I was growing up, I used to love watching some M1 Streetball. For those of you guys who don't know, there was actually a time in basketball where M1, with all these like famous Streetball players, was actually almost at the same level of popularity as the NBA. So this was like real deal legit stuff. And so a lot of NBA players will actually reference a lot of streetballers as being pivotal as far as like developing their own creativity with their games. So anyways, I used to love watching streetball, but like when I was growing up, I was always like so focused on practicing the fundamentals and getting really good at those. Then towards the end of high school, I started to see a bunch of like the Professor videos, who's one of the best, if not the best ball handler of all time. Famous streetball player, cross guys up, you know how it is. Professor Live, Global Hooper.
That's a real thing.
I think he has over like 5, maybe even 6 million subscribers on YouTube, a bunch more on Instagram, elsewhere. So anyways, this guy has been like a huge inspiration for me. But like as I was saying, so like early on growing up, I was so like focused on practicing the fundamentals that like I got really good at those, but like I wasn't able like to tap into that next level ability until later on. So like this was actually more towards like the end of high school, and then even more so in like recent years, I started experimenting a lot more outside of like the typical fundamental stuff. And I started watching a lot more of like the old Professor videos, as well as like Hot Sauce, Ray Ralston, aka Skip to My Lou, Pat the Rock, all these other famous like streetballers who possess like this next level ability, but also like this next level of creativity with their moves that was just like so cool to see. And like as someone like who tends to take things too seriously sometimes, I started experimenting more with just like having fun and trying to bring some more levity to my game. And like in doing this and experimenting with more moves, it actually took my ball handling ability, as well as like my ability like to have like a lot more fun when I was just like working on my ball handling abilities. It took all that to the next level. So like a lot of people, like especially a lot of like old school people, tend to like try to like bash like streetball as being not real basketball and stuff. But like as I was saying before, a lot of like the best ball handlers in the NBA today, Kyrie Irving, and Jamal Crawford when he used to play. A lot of these guys were influenced by the guys at M1, And like a lot of these guys like attribute a lot of their hands like to the professor, like and to hot sauce, like to other M1 Streetball legends. So like this stuff is not useless at all. And also, as Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving, says in one of his Uncle Drew videos, you master the fundamentals so that you can forget them and concentrate on what really matters, getting buckets. So let's get back to having some fun with our games, not always like taking them like so seriously, and doing this like will actually make you a much better player, much better ball handler, and more creative on the court, which is actually super important. And like I didn't realize this like until more recently. So like we're gonna go through 3 of my favorite professor moves today. 2 of them aren't gonna be like really completely useful like as far as like in-game settings. One of them I've actually used numerous times in games and actually is like very useful. So we're gonna go from easiest to hardest. Also comment down below if you guys want me to do any other famous Street Ballers moves. If you want me to try like showing you guys how to do Hot Sauce's famous moves, which is like boomerang. Got a bone collector with the stiff leg cross. Got like so many other cool moves out there. Like today we're gonna be focusing on the professor's three coolest in my opinion. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first one is gonna be the easiest as far as like difficulty goes. So like I was actually thinking about like doing some sort of like series like talking about like how to like get better like at moves, but like so anyways, the first step when it comes like to like learning a new move, you're gonna start like just by doing it in place, imagining it, using your head to like think about like how it would feel like to do the move, and also like watching other players do this move, unless it's something that like you totally created on your own, which is definitely possible. So you start with the more stationary, then you try to use it like in like a scoring situation, like set up and into the move, and then after that you would either try to do it in game, or you can also try to add like counter moves to it, like in case the defense knows that the move is coming. So the first move I'm going to teach you guys is the baseline behind the back. So like for any of you guys who watched Professor for all these years, he's used this move a lot of times very effectively. So here's how you do it. So like you come, so like set your defender up however you want, then you come baseline, push the ball out in front of you, then you bring it behind the back, put it in front of the defender, which is like pretty like risky, but like you have to like snatch it back as fast as possible so that this way the defender has no time to reach in and steal the ball. So like, and then you go. So let me just try to adjust this a bit more. So this is how it would look in real time. It's okay to mess up. Messing up is part of the game. So try it on both sides also. Get comfortable with it. Let's try to make 3 to 5. Get comfortable with it, and then you can always like add whatever else you want to it. I'll also show you guys one counter for this move. Also, a key part to this move is the look back. So like you almost act as if like you actually lost the ball when you're putting it in front of you, but like behind the back. So like come like this, look back as if like you lost the ball, or as if like you're gonna turn around and go the other way. So like drop, turn back, go. Let's do it 2 more times. Another key is to try to get the defender to reach and then snatch back. Let's do one more. There you have it. There's a bit of some behind the back. I'm just going to show you one possible counter move to this. So like, and this time, instead of going behind the back and then turning like that, we're gonna go behind. So this is like a bit of like change up. So finish on the other side. Practice it out, try it out. So now, move number 2. I'm gonna show you guys the second hardest difficulty of these moves. It's gonna be pretty sure it's called the 2x2x2. This is gonna be so like this. So like the hard part of this move is coming and dribbling the ball like under the other side of your leg. So like 2. So like it should look like this. Come up the court, set up your defender. 2, 2, 2. Show you guys from the other side. Just to show you guys you can do these moves from any side. Okay, perfect. So we'll go come up to your defender, set him up. And we missed the layup. Alright, but like the hard part of this is doing it fast enough to get your defender to bite on each time that you put the ball under, and then you just and then you go between behind as like an escape move. So you can also cross back over after that. Do whatever counters you want. So now once again, I don't know like if this move is like useful like for in-game settings, especially more serious games, but like if you're using it for like fun game with your friends, or just like working on your ball handling. So as I was saying before, you don't have like not every move has to be used in games to be useful like for practice. So like when you're working on the speed of your hands, when you're working on putting your hands in different positions, you're actually going to benefit so much from this. Take that ball handling to the next level. Alright, let's do it 2 more times. Ooh, that was smooth. Let's do 1 more. And let's throw in a counter. 1 counter will do. Splash. There you have it. There's 2x2x2, and we're on to the final move. Let's get it. So now, this last move is a tough one. It's very technical, not easy at all. I'm still like working on getting it just right. So like I've gotten it really good sometimes, but like it's hard to do it consistently. So like this one, I'm not sure who invented this move, whether it was the professor or another famous street baller, Pat the Rock. But like this one works like this. So like it helps for you to cross over first into your other hand, so this way you can like cup it, then put the ball under your other leg and jump through it. So like full speed it looks like this. So like this move is more like for style points. I can't really see anyone using this in like a legit competitive game setting, but like for street ball settings, this is gonna get the crowd on fire. So, and it's also gonna impress your friends if that's what you're looking for. So, try to get like even faster. Like, you can keep the ball lower, get like a faster jump. So, you can also like come back through the legs, which is even tougher. Like that. I've actually once sprained my ankle trying to master this move early on, but like I've gotten much better at it. Try to keep it even lower. don't try this at home if you guys aren't experienced with the move. So like, as I'm saying, go through it slowly, test it out a bit, get a feel for it. Then when you're ready, you can do the full jump, the move. So like this. Let's go one more time. And there you have it. Those are my 3 favorite Professor moves. Shout out to Professor, one of my favorite basketball players, STREETBALL or NBA of all time. He's inspired me so much. And got all the gear on too. So if you guys are looking to take your ball handling abilities to the next level, try out some of these moves, try experimenting more, get a better feel for the ball, a better feel for the game overall, and have fun with it. As I always say, this is like one of the hardest things for someone like me to do, to take things so seriously. But like, the more fun you have, the easier the game will come to you. It's not always easy. Like, you could be nervous and still play amazing, as I've done numerous times. But like, the more fun you have, chances are overall, in the long run, the better your game will be and the more enjoyment you'll have. Anyways, that's the video for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this type of video. And we out, chat. See you in the next video. Peace!